Evening, everybody. How you all doing? How you all doing? Hope you're all good.
Hi, all.
Ooh, what a
Hi.
weekend. Right.
Hi, Owen. Oh, thank you for the membership. Hi, Simon. Owen.
Kiwi,
Oh,
Andy B,
Bill Patty, Andy B.
Simon.
Andy B, your parcel has been parcelled up, and I'm sending you an email after the show. Okay.
Well, come on. Hey, His Lordship is with us tonight, aren't you?
Thank you for the membership.
He's feeling bright, buzzy, and fuzzy this evening.
I'm not. I've not been well again for the last couple of days. I had something yesterday and it didn't agree with me, so I've had really bad stomach cramps all yesterday and last night. But I'm just having a little bit of dry biscuit to make myself feel better.
Yes, and I've been away.
Hi, John.
I've been away. I've had a bit of an adventure. Done lots of filming. Been an extreme Mick. Going that little bit further than some of the other channels out there that you may see. Yes.
And he delivered a birthday card.
I delivered a birthday card, basically. That's the extremity of what I did. It's not a big deal giving somebody a birthday card, is it? Well, giving a birthday card's a big deal, but, taking it round and delivering it by hand isn't a big deal. But when it's a 1,184 mile round trip, and it's a random decision in the morning.
Yeah, it was Kitten Killer is his wife's birthday was Friday, and we hadn't sent a card, so we did send a card.
So I delivered a card
in Fox 2.
Yeah, and that incurred a 1,100, nearly 1,200 mile round trip.
Plus, he also wanted to get some snow.
Yeah,
and he did.
And I saw snow. Oh, did I see some snow? Did I see some snow? So, what happened was, I was sitting here. Hi, Kitten. How you doing, mate?
Hi,
Paula. So I'm sitting here Friday, and I'm having a chat to my mate Kitten and his Mrs. Paula and a couple of the other guys, and realised we hadn't sent a card. Felt a bit guilty. It was a bit. I jokingly said, "Well, I could run one up there." And everybody had a little chort on that, and a little voice from the room next door said, "Well, why don't you
go for it?
Go for it." And I went, "You know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'm doing it." So yeah, I basically loaded the bags of kit on the side there, loaded the kit up, did a bit of a weather research, checked the route out, made sure that I had everything I needed just in case weather's changed and all the rest of it. Loaded it up, went, got a birthday card, got a little bottle of something for her as well.
Something.
And then waited till that evening. So basically I knew that driving from here in Hampshire to Glencoe, my best bet for a sensible, easy drive, bear in mind that I'm doing it off pat, not rested, not set up for it, was to do a night run. So I left here at 8 o'clock on Friday night. I drove up to Glencoe. It was a very, very cold, crisp drive up. Car handled it fine. I enjoyed the drive, in actual fact. I loved the drive. I got to Glencoe in the morning, about 8:30. Had a nice cup of tea. With Kitten and his missus, delivered the card. Had a sleep in the car for an hour. I booked a pod on the campsite they were at, so I've done a review on that. This is all to come. Brilliant campsite. Anybody thinking of visiting Scotland, it's a stunner, this site. So I did a review of the pod and that, because we might go back and do something there at a later date. Had an easy afternoon. couldn't get much sleep. You know, it's like new place. You're wandering around looking and nosing, sorting your kit out.
Yeah.
Checked the car over, did all the fluids and all the rest of it. Went out for an evening meal, which was stunning, absolutely gorgeous. I found out that haggises have 3 ghoulies, which was amazing.
Haggis bonbons.
Then went and got my head down. I think I got, in total, I tried to work it out earlier on, and I think realistically, a total of about 4 hours sleep over the weekend. And then 2 o'clock in the morning, started back in rain, which then turned to a blizzard as I drove up a mountain. As you may have seen from the short, meant I got stuck on top of the mountain, but had the alternative plan of waiting for the snowplow. So I waited for the snowplow, met a lovely gentleman called Bob, who was born down at Portsmouth, down here in Hampshire, and him and his snowplow escorted me off the mountain. Absolutely fantastic. And what did I gain from that? I never really thought about snowplow drivers in those sort of situations before, but I will tell you, they're an emergency service. These guys should be treated almost like heroes, because if they weren't up there keeping the roads open, people wouldn't get their food, shops wouldn't get the stuff they need,
fuel.
Emergency services wouldn't be able to get through, fuel wouldn't get through, people wouldn't be able to, like me, get home to their wife safely. So if there's anybody out there that knows a snowplow driver or is a snowplow driver, I take my hat off to you. You are genuine heroes, because I watched a man handle a huge lorry. I mean, twin double axles on the rear, a big one, down mountainsides in snow, where it was just amazing to watch. Seeing the back end of that thing slipping and sliding, looking at the drops, suddenly made me realise he's only got to put 1 foot wrong, and you know he's in a terrible situation. But he got me out of there safely. So Bob, that is a Jack Daniels. That is a Jack Daniels race to you, my friend. So yes, and I didn't, unfortunately, pass him on the channel details, because you can imagine, in a howling hoolie, he was fairly busy, and I wasn't really thinking straight anyhow. So I sort of cocked up a little bit, and I will have made this as an admission, because this is an apology to Kaz. Whilst I was in the blizzard, I did the short, and then I phoned Kaz. I don't know. Kaz answered the short and said she'd seen it, and she phoned me just to make sure I was all right. And I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. And I said, I'm up here on the mountain. It is blowing a hoolie. It is whiteout conditions. I'm going to wait for the snow plough, or I'm going to stop in the car all night because I've got all the gear.
Then I heard you say that it just gone past you, so it's going to come back.
And then I said to her, I'll phone you when I get somewhere safe. In driving down the mountain and making my way through Scotland in the snow, and bear in mind, it was a lot of snow, probably 200, 220 miles, I would say, roughly, in snow conditions. I forgot to phone Kaz. So it wasn't until about 6 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 hours later.
Yeah, about 6 o'clock in the morning, poor old Kaz phoned me. She said, are you still alive? Are you all right? You haven't contacted me. I've been worried sick. And I realised I'm
in my head, I kept seeing one of these flashes of the pickup spinning off the road, and I was having catnap, so I was in pain as well.
Yeah.
And
So I found the snow. I found a little bit more snow than I was expecting.
Angels.
I did figure something out. Right.
No, he didn't get any skiing.
So as you're all aware, I had that operation earlier in the year, bladder, prostate, and all the rest of it. And it did improve certain functions rather well. And as I said at the time, I was making jokes. Well, I can almost write my name again in the snow.
It's because you've got a very long name.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the 2 L's out on the end. So anybody that's pulling into that large lay-by or parking area in the next few days is going to see written in yellow in the snow, Mick Mitchie.
I doubt it. The snow would have covered it.
It would have definitely covered it, but it did. It was one of those childish things. I had to do it just to find out for myself.
Andy said, "Have you tried the honey one?"
The honey JD is absolutely one of my favourites. I prefer the honey JD to normal
Can you have
JD, but
the hot one as well?
Yeah, I'm not so keen on that one. The problem with the honey JD, it's like mead to me. Once it's opened, it's got to be polished off, and I'm not a heavy drinker. So tonight I am having a JD and a Mountain Dew. Why? Because I like Mountain Dew. I find it quite refreshing. And I know it's full of stuff you shouldn't really be putting into your body, but Mountain Dew Citrus Blast, yeah, I find that quite pleasant.
Sorry, Willow is digging at me and digging because I've got a packet of Belvitas, and he's decided that I don't need the Belvitas at all. He needs the Belvitas.
Kitten says he's going to go up and have a look. I tell you what you do. If you've got the flow and the capability, stick your name underneath it and the date. We've created a yellow plaque. When everything thaws out and that, it'll be two little icy yellow
Bill
statues.
said there's a snow pal called Spready Mercury.
Ray, not a problem, mate. You're a diamond. I'll lift my glass to you as well. I hope that everything's going well for you and everything's getting sorted out and you're all happy. And like I say, condolences to you in a very difficult situation.
Was that your brother that you do the films with?
Yeah.
Oh.
Loss of people that are close to you is always very, very hard. Evening, Mac. How you doing, mate? I survived Rannoch Moor, and you are right. Yeah, spooky old place, that. Yeah. But yes, getting stuck in blizzards and snowstorms and that. And, yeah.
It's your fault. You moaned. There's no... Yeah. I said, what I understood, there was snow. I didn't realise he meant this up on the hilltops, mountaintops. So I thought he was going up there in snow. But no, it was not. There was a few bits of snow because I've seen I've since then photographs, but I actually saw some photographs tonight of the top of Glencoe at the ski resort, and you can just about see the ski machine in amongst the white.
The crazy thing is, and it's not something I'd experienced before because we don't get a lot of snow down here. But when you're driving behind a snow plough and you're seeing that snow come off the side of the plough and go a good 8 to 10 foot into the air, spraying off the side of the road, and you can then see, because of obviously the width of the road and they're ploughing one section, how deep that snow genuinely is.
Kitten said he's going to if you score your name out first before he writes his.
Fair enough, mate. No.
Oh, Creefer snow now. Oh, so your mum and dad have got it.
Yeah. And blimey, did it?
Nice, Dave.
It came down fast and it was furious.
North Wales have got it. Yeah. Lots of it.
Yeah.
And Mac sent me a link. A bloke in Princetown in Cornwall.
Yeah.
And on Dartmoor, and that was snowing there as well.
Yeah. Well, so the route back, and those of you that know, so basically I came down the M6, came that way. So I came down through Lancashire, across the tip of the edge of the Pennines there. I went up over Shap, which is the highest point there, 1,300 and some odd metres. And as I was going down the M6 and I come over Shap, I mean, everything was white. Beautiful. I've got loads of footage I've got to go through.
Hi, Sam.
As I come down the other side, there's a tiny little truck stop type pull-in, but it had a picnic area. Now, the one thing I was bumping my gums about was I'd wanted to do a bit more sort of, it's like you do the bit whilst you're waiting for the snow plough, you do a little bit in the car, you're talking about it, you think, no, I won't get out because it is blowing early, and the rest of it. Oh, well, never mind. You might do a bit of daylight video another day. Well, I actually got the chance to do the second part of the video at Shap in the daylight. Absolutely stunning little place I found there. So if anybody's ever commuting down the M6, as you come off the summit, keep an eye open. You'll see big signs for the rest. Pull in there, mate, they've got park up areas, they've got a campsite area, they've got a picnic area, and it is absolutely stunning. Absolutely
snowed.
perfect. A good rest. You can pull up in there and spend a few hours sat there getting some relaxation. Sam, how you doing, mate? Hope you're all good. Stealth, how you doing, brother? I hope you're all good. Yeah, so snow, what was it about? It was basically, I mean, it's surviving in a car. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good idea, Kitten.
Kitten, yeah, if you've got the opportunity to, please do. Yeah, Bob is a legend. He's a man, is a legend. So he's from Durham. He's a Durham gentleman. He was born in Portsmouth. His dad was in the Navy. And yeah, he's one of your snowplow drivers up there, and genuinely nice guy. He just wanted to make sure I and everybody else, well, there was nobody else with us, but by opening the roads and making sure it's safe for everybody else, but he made sure I was happy, I was safe.
And you've got to check out, if you go on to Life's a Hobby, he made that little short.
Yeah,
Mick.
Yeah,
excellent.
And that was one of the things I was sitting there thinking to myself as I was coming back down. I was thinking,
oh,
I was thinking to myself, hang on, if I really get stuck, if the weather gets really that bad, I'm just going to go and do a short and go, I'm at so and so, who's nearest to me? Any chance of a cup of tea and a sofa for an afternoon?
Oh, Sam. So you've had a funeral and you collect her ashes Wednesday.
Okay, so it's a difficult time for you, mate. I know that.
I hope you were able to sort out staying in your accommodation, or at least find yourself somewhere else to go, Sam.
It is time to move forward. And again, it's not a case of being, some people will say, oh, well, you get over that quick. You don't get over it quick, but you just have to handle it and push forward through it.
Senior service mention, please, Cass. Yes, the senior service.
Yes, the senior service.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like those famous cigarettes, senior service. No filters, stink to higher heaven, make loads of smoke. Sorry to anybody that's ex-Navy. It's just a squally getting his own back.
It's while you were up at Glencoe, it was the anniversary of the Glencoe massacre in the 1600s, wasn't it?
Yeah, yes, it certainly was. The Glencoe massacre. And yeah, what a hell of a thing that is, eh? What a hell of a thing that was. I mean, I just started learning about it because this is not my history.
I saw there were some posts on Facebook. So I put some history. I think it was Get Thistled.
Yeah,
I think pretty sure it was him.
Yeah. So, well, there's something new for you to try. So, Mountain Dew Citrus Blast tastes quite sweet, citrusy blast. Very nice, very refreshing. Jack Daniels. Combine the two. It tastes like ginger beer.
Or does that look like someone's sample? It does. Look. Could have got yourself a clean glass.
It's my glass. I don't. Yeah. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Mickey should have cleaned his glass. But hey, no, it's only where I keep my toothbrush.
Willow has been really weird with him being away.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't feeling well, so I was sort of laying down, and he seemed to think that the idea was that if I laid down that I needed looking after, so he'd either put his head or his whole body on top of my face, on top of my head. So I was wearing Willow like a hat. Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
Simon, touche.
So yes, having a Willow hat on your head is not it's all right until it makes him bark.
There's a couple of out of this period, because I'm getting busy again now. So let's talk about this trip, this journey. So what have I done? So 1,184 miles total time. From leaving home to
Hey up,
getting
Betty.
back was 42 hours. Total sleep time was 4 hours. So basically, and total driving time was 24 hours. Okay, now with those 24 hours, that also takes into account stops, because one, I don't drive particularly fast. Two, when I want to stop, I stop.
Definitely so.
And any time I'm doing long distances like that, I've got a habit of like every 2 hours, I stop and I get out and I have a good walk around. I get at least 30 minutes moving around, bit of exercise. I've even been known to do star jumps, get the circulation going and all the rest of it. Go do the ablutions and that, have a walk around and laugh at the exorbitant prices of tat in the shops, and then back to the vehicle and carry on. And
that's the Green Willie.
I didn't pull into the Green
I
Willie
love the
because when
Green.
I was going up,
Yeah,
it was shut, although it was open for parking,
Yeah.
campers, motorhomes, and that.
I do
And
love
when
the
I
Green
come
Willie
back-
shop.
You do, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was shut. It was shut because I had thought to myself, if it's open, I'm going to pull in there and get Kaz a little souvenir. I'll get her a little. Oh, talking of souvenirs. Oh, that's the point. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. Glad you reminded. I didn't even open my bag. Unpack my bag yet. So,
does he drive like? No, not really.
in the bottom here.
He
I hope Kitten doesn't mind me doing this, but Kitten and his good lady got me and Kaz a couple of things
yes,
to say.
Went up to. It was Kitten's wife's birthday Friday, so he jumped in the pickup, left here at 8 o'clock in the evening, and went up to Glencoe for the weekend.
So they've got me and Kaz a couple
Green
of
Welly. Green Welly is it's not Willy, it's Welly. It's Wellingtons. It's Green Wellington boots. Yeah,
Hunters, basically.
Oh, I got a mug. Look, you got a hairy Q. Look. All I need now is a horns. Look. Yeah.
Do the Benny. Yeah.
Good evening, Jason.
Right. I actually was at Shap in the car park there in the snow, wandering about, talking to a robin and sharing my crimbles with him. And I did actually did pass on mine.
Okay.
Could I do
bye, Jason.
Could I do the Benny walk here?
But, he'd get it locked up.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot of people looking on. Probably because I just drove my 4x4 into the picnic area. Yeah, I don't care. That's my one. I got a Highland cow.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely brilliant. All right, so that's my coffee mug.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
The Green Welly. It's like a car park, a truck, coach, and cars.
Cafe,
you got a cafe there. There's
touristy bits.
Like a general shop that sells everything. There's a shop that sells socks and gifts, like kilts and things like that. And then there's another one that does all the Scottish jewellery and that.
Yeah. Sort of thing. If you're leaving Scotland or coming into Scotland on your holes and you thought, I need to pick up souvenirs or a gift for somebody, it's the ideal place to put in. I will say, okay, make sure you've got your heavy wallet with you, because it is quite renowned for being a little bit expensive. But on the good side, because of their positioning, basically they've got a setup there that you can pull in with a motorhome, a camper, and park up, use the facilities and stop there. I'm not sure if they charge for it.
Well, Sam, we've had rain the whole time he's been up there, and you actually went up there in rain, and when he left there it was raining, but then he went into a blizzard.
Yeah.
Because only snow was right up on the tops of the mountains, but no, we didn't get any snow. But Wales got snow.
Yeah.
Lancashire got snow. Cornwall got snow, but the rest of us.
70 quid for a £35 tarp in there. So you can buy a tarp in there, but it'll cost you 70 quid instead of 35.
Yeah, they got like thermals and they got socks and they got jackets and that. But that they're for the sort of American and the all the sort of foreign tourists or people that just want a particular jacket.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna
get your tartan
pay for the
and
nose for it.
Get your tartan and that sort of thing. Yeah, but what an event! It was an event. We used to do a lot of random stuff like this, didn't we? I mean, we used to.
I would have gone with him this time, but it probably would have been better for me to do it. I wouldn't have got eaten that chicken, and it'll be fine. But the battery, we need a new battery for the Range Rover.
Yeah.
And there's no way I can do that amount of miles in the pickup because I can't move my legs about enough. So yeah.
Yeah, it would have been too much for you. Yeah. So the pickup works out. So I say you see it there, the Badger Outdoors bag video coming on that very shortly. That is now my go-to car bag. That is what I keep my.
Of course, Mac, it's still coming through, isn't it? Yeah, poor Mac has got since it's a week before last, wasn't it? You had rain coming through.
Yeah. Well, I've got a video coming up on that, so I'm not going to say too much about it. But I tell you what, if you're looking for an extreme bag, yeah, they do two models. Definitely one to look at.
Yeah, I suppose it was. He says, Kitten was saying they don't charge for an overnight stay. They assume you're going in for breakfast.
Oh, it's a way to make money, isn't it? It's a way to make money.
You go in, it's like loads of little shops inside a building.
So John went from single-digit temperatures to 16 inches of snow to a full spring with 70. Blimey. That's mad, and it's crazy.
Stealth was saying they had good snow yesterday, and this morning it'd been stolen. Yeah, well, they packed it all up and sent it up north.
I was very nearly. I was going to take a thermoscope with me. If I had done, I'd have brought some snow back for Caroline. But it's
not the same, is it?
No, it's not the same. Did I make a snow angel? No. I didn't think to make a snow angel. I tell you what I did do. I had a walk around the car park and getting a bit of exercise as you do. And as I was walking along, the snow is about that deep because I'm on the hard packed tarmac or whatever the surface was underneath it. And then I got to the side and there was a slope. And I thought, I'm going to go and have a look up the top of the slope. And I put my foot out and it went down about that far. I was like, it's no slope, Mickey. It's a snowdrift. And you know the golden rule. Don't walk in snowdrifts because you don't know what's underneath it. And it would be just my luck to tread on one of those Highland cows that's actually there having a kip under the snow. You wouldn't want to do.
Well, we got an adventure on Friday, haven't we?
Oh yeah,
because
we're off to pick up
we're going up to Gloucester to Farmer Peas because got text today to say that our beef box is ready for collection. So
our orgasmic cow has been hung for the month.
Our Dexter cow box is ready.
So it's organic, isn't it? Not orgasmic. Mind you, the taste of those steaks, it is almost, they are just even the mince is on another level, isn't it? Yeah. So that will be our beef stocked up pretty much for the rest of the year. That'll be enough to keep us going for a year. So how's Mickey's week gone? Well,
I'll have to order something. His daughter also has got she runs a sort of bakery thing from the farm, and she's got like a walk-in shed, and they sell all the cakes and sausage rolls and meat pies. Obviously, the meat is from Dexter's, so I'll have to order a cake.
I know some of you are going to be sitting there going, "But Mickey, if you've done this 1,200-mile round trip and you've literally done the whole weekend on 4 hours, how come you're sitting there so lively and so full of bounce?" He
slept for about an hour.
I had a doze in my chair when I got back, which I don't count as part of the trip because obviously I was back home. And I have had about 3/4 of an hour ago, a pint of very strong filter coffee with a couple of sugars. I'm halfway through a bottle of Mountain Dew. So, yeah, I'm like a 4-year-old. I'm like that. But the plan is sometime around 10, 11 o'clock tonight, I'm probably going to hit the proverbial wall. We used to be really good at this, didn't we, Mac? We used to be really good at doing those missions, Operation Ghost.
Yeah.
Okie doke, 5 days with no sleep.
It's like we used to go. One particular year we got this little Rover car, and he said, "Oh, we've got this little car. I wonder how many miles we can get." So we had our son, Dan, the youngest one, with us, and he's at college then, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And we said, right, we'll go out. And he said to me, right, or left or right, and I said, right, yeah, left, right, whatever. And we left at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 8:30 we were sitting on the beach in Widmouth in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Just trying to see
400-mile round trip just to see what the car was like.
Yeah.
And have fish and chips by the seaside.
Yeah.
Because no offence to anybody that lives anywhere else, but in my heart of hearts, there is only one seaside, and that literally runs the north coast of Cornwall.
Yes.
Not even the south coast of Cornwall.
Mac does like his breakfast from Morganporth.
Yeah. So it's I'm just I like to have an adventure now and again. I like a mission. When Kaz said, "Yeah, go on, do it," my mission head went on. My mission went, right, the mission is deliver a card. And that was my driving ethos behind it. On the way back, I met a couple of ladies in a petrol station.
Really?
Yeah, servers.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, where you been, what you doing?" And I told them. And they were like, they just walked out the door and looked back, and you see they're almost like, you're loopy.
If you give in to your age,
never,
then you're screwed.
Yeah, gotta have adventures.
Yeah.
No, I won't crash 48 hours. I'll sleep tonight, get up tomorrow morning. I've got to wash the car, clean the car. I've got to go get 4 bags of mushroom compost from my mum, load that up into the pickup. Anything Kazney's doing, shopping bits and pieces like that. And then Tuesday morning, I've got to be up at about 5:30. I'm over to the Isle of Wight with my mum. I get back here Thursday night about 10 o'clock, crash out quick, and then
Friday we're off to Gloucester.
So I'm not actually going to be editing videos this week. I've got to be honest with you. All this video footage, and I've got shed loads of video footage, is probably going to come up in the next week or two when I can actually spend a couple of days sitting down editing it. I'll have a quick peruse through it tomorrow. And what I'll probably do is take out some little bits and pieces here, little tasters, without giving too much away, and then stick it on a short video.
How much the fuel cost?
I can give you that. I can tell you that.
Because he didn't take the Range Rover. He took the pickup.
Right. So this is where we were sensible. I kept all the fuel receipts. So now, we started off with a full tank of diesel on Friday, which was 90 quid for a full tank. I've got, right, so what have we got? We've got 94 quid, 94 quid and 76 quid. So 170 quid. Okay. And that's, unfortunately, a lot of that is at motorway prices as well. So, yeah, it is steep. So it was a lot of money. But
it's an adventure. You've got an adventure. It's no good having money in your pocket.
This will horrify you. So, what was the time?
He did make yellow snow, Bill. He actually wrote his name in the snow, but he didn't quite get the L. Right. L's on.
1 bottle of Buxton still water, 1.5 litres. Okay. 1 tin of Costa coffee. You know the little tins of Costa coffee? Okay. and a cigarette lighter, just a cheap cigarette lighter, £9.70.
Yeah, I started worrying about the amount of cigars you were smoking.
Well, that's come to an end. Yes, I have been having the old cigar. I'm off my cigars again now because I'm getting a bit carried away
Miles
with
per
myself.
gallon.
Miles per gallon, right. So when I come back, checked on the computer, my average miles per gallon was 37 on the way back because I wasn't hanging around. Although I didn't break any speed limits, I was pretty much around 70 mile an hour. And going up, I did a little better. I got 42 because I was driving at night. Absolutely no traffic.
And that's in a pickup.
Was able to just keep steady speed.
So
yeah. So yeah.
It's funny that
37 and 42.
The pickup and the Range Rover, which is a V8, they actually cost less. They do more miles per gallon than our Honda CRV did.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is, it's mad. It really is.
Yeah. So and it was.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and I will say this as well. Originally, when I was looking at pickups, I wanted a Toyota because the Toyotas are awesome. The Hilux is just an awesome vehicle. But one of the things that switched me onto the Mitsubishi, one of the features of the Mitsubishi I liked is the fact that it's rear-wheel drive normally. Saves a bit of fuel, doesn't it? And you've got a selectable four-wheel drive high. But what that does, that you can use that on tarmac. It doesn't wind the gearbox up. It's got an open differential in the centre. So basically it works like that. And the rear diff is an auto-locking diff. It's electronic. So if one wheel spins, it automatically locks the other one in. Great. Means you don't have to think about it too much. It's automatic, but it's got no traction assist or anything like that. You've got to actually use your throttle and use your noggin. Like that. Don't like too many electronic gadgets. And then you've obviously got your four-wheel drive low, which locks everything. Now, coming down the mountainside, being able to switch between four-wheel drive with an open diff and two-wheel drive was a real bonus. Any of you that drive in snow quite regularly know that one of the downsides of a four-wheel drive in snow, and there aren't many, but there is one downside, and that is if you spin up the front wheels, you lose your steering and your braking. Okay, so and a lot of the time in snow, I will actually keep it just in rear-wheel drive, which will, if it spins up on drive, it will spin the back wheels. My front wheels, which are my controlling wheels, my steering and my braking, they're not going to be an issue. And so as long as I don't hit the brake if I get into a skid and I just steer out of it gently, I'll keep it under control. I'll be fine.
Good evening, Mike from Minsk.
And all the way through the blizzard, I was just reciting that mantra that I had clouted into my ear holes by my dad when I was a kid driving in snow, which was keep it smooth, keep it loose. The throttle and the brake are your enemies. Avoid using them as much as possible. Control it on the gearbox and no sharp or quick movements. Not an issue. That pickup, those Mitsubishis in the snow, absolutely awesome, absolutely brilliantly. I'd quite happily drive it into those conditions again tomorrow with more and more confidence. Hi, Mike, how you been? I hope you're good.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Mike. Yeah, my well-being, I'm a bit better this week. Had a couple of shock messages from my doctors. I've got a lady doctor and a male doctor. The lady doctor is concerned that I'm having issues with my thyroxine. My thyroid, I've got an autoimmune disease. One of the side effects of your thyroid is anxiety, depression, pins and needles in your hands and your feet, which I've been having pins and needles in my hands for a couple of weeks now. And also my male doctor messaged me to say that I'm pre-diabetic at the moment, so I've got to be a good girl and sort of get myself back in order. But yes, I am feeling a lot better, thank you.
Yeah, so, and unfortunately, whilst I was away yesterday, Kaz had a chicken pakoras from a deli that I'd picked up the day before, that kept in the fridge and all the rest of it. but they upset her tummy quite
Yeah,
badly.
it just
so
gave me
she's had a bit of a rough
such bad stomach cramps. I was at the point of actually thinking I probably might need to go to the hospital. So yeah, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
it's getting better.
And again, this trip was also for my American friends and anybody that's not in the UK. It just goes to show you I'm always saying to people, United Kingdom, it's not a big place. I am down in the southern extremity. I'm 30 miles as a crow flies from the south coast. Okay. I can be at the south coast in an easy hour. Right. I jump in the car and in half a day, I am at Glencoe. And if you think of England and Scotland are pretty much the same length. Okay. So basically, I'm halfway through Scotland. I could probably make it to John O'Groats. In fact, I know I could make it to John O'Groats within a day. So I could drive the length of Britain in a day. And I know there are some states in America that you can't drive across in a day.
Mike, Mick has just done a trip out over this weekend. He did a 6-hour drive up to Scotland in rain and came back in snow, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit hellish. Yeah.
Go on now, guys. No political things.
Yeah,
Thank
we don't
you.
do politics here. That all stays.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what people's views are. If you're asking a genuine question like, "How are you? How's it going?" and all that, so it's fine. But we don't get into that. We all live in different worlds, and some people are stuck in worlds they don't necessarily want to be in. So play nice. Yeah, please play nice. Yeah. Yeah. Getting yeah. Yeah, we got plenty of reserves out there. Unfortunately, most of it doesn't actually belong to us anymore. It got sold off.
Yes,
but, yeah.
yes.
The Norwegians are very grateful for the North Sea, the rigs, and everything else that they lease back to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So petrol. Right, so for John, his petrol is $2.49 a gallon.
Yeah.
The worst diesel I had to get, which was, let's have a look at prices of diesel then. Right, prices of diesel. So, because obviously my vehicle's diesel, not petrol.
Minus 20, Mike. Oh, blimey. So, and I thought Friday. Oh, wow.
Diesel prices.
Yeah, that's the thing. You drop down, but you drop down. You warm up by 5 degrees, and yeah, it starts melting. And yeah, gets very dangerous out there.
Which was the highest one.
So the problem when Mike left yesterday, it was like wet. We left Friday 8 o'clock. It was all wet all the way up there, and yeah, it wasn't until he sort of turned around to come back that it's you had to wait for snowplows, wasn't it?
At the BP Express in Lanarkshire, they charged me, brace yourselves for this, John, £1.67 per litre. Okay, so if my maths is not corrected, it's basically as a rough rounding off 5 litres to a gallon.
Yeah.
So a gallon for me would be
3, 6.
Looking probably best part
£7.50.
£7.50 a gallon. And petrol is marginally cheaper.
My mistake, sorry. Yeah, it is. As Mike has said, yes, it is.
Yeah. No, that's all right, mate. It's just the way it looks. It was, yeah. It's one of the difficulties of type text and messaging over verbal, is you don't always get the context with it.
But yeah, -20, oof, then
Yeah.
-15. I mean, we get in the UK, we get -4 and -5, and everyone panics, don't they?
Yeah. So yeah, it's fuel is not cheap. Hence, trips and adventures like this you don't do too often, but they are nice to do on occasion.
They're tracking the diesel prices now because I'm
3.8
we're doing a
litres.
diesel heater
Yeah.
trip. Yeah, we used to have diesel heaters in the
Have I?
in the Land Rover,
Yeah.
didn't you?
So
The other Land Rover.
what if somebody can remind me? Because I always think of a 5 litre can as a gallon.
Theirs is
but-
3.8
Yeah.
litres to a
What
US
is-
gallon.
I mean, I'm a bit of a thickie that way. What is it in the UK? How many litres to a gallon do we get in the UK? Can anybody let me know? And then it'll give us a rough estimate of what the price differences are. Yes,
Yeah.
£7.51 per gallon.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Yeah. It's a difference, isn't it? It is a difference. And again, £7.51 per gallon, 4.5 litres. Cheers, Sussex.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, mate. So the other thing is, I don't know what your taxation system is in the States on your fuel, but I know here, although I'm paying £7.51 a gallon for my diesel, pretty much a fiver of that is going in revenue in one way or another. Right? That is taxation. The fuel isn't that expensive. I know when I was working in a field not so long ago, and working with people that supply fuel, they always said the problem is with the fuel prices, it's not the fact that it's what they charge and what it costs to make it. It's all the revenues that get put on it, because they get taxed, and then there's tax on it that we've got to pay as well, and that just keeps hiking it up. And of course, it's always done on a percentage. And government loves to say things like, "Oh, we're only putting it up a couple of pence per litre,"
but it's already stupid.
Yeah, so you tend to get hammered
Max,
on it.
did you see his rocket stove here? I don't think you did you?
I haven't.
Yeah, Simon, it has been absolutely hissing it down.
I had a look for it,
left
Max.
on
I couldn't
Friday.
find
It
it.
was raining.
I couldn't find it, mate. I don't know why.
Come and get me.
Yeah.
It's like with our with the vehicles we got the pickup and we got a Range Rover V8. Yeah, people look at that and say gas guzzlers, but if they run cheaper and cleaner than a Honda CR-V,
well, that's the other thing. So
it's
I
just
do
a
a
lot
lot of
smaller
miles.
vehicle.
I do a lot of miles, and so both my vehicles are based. The pickup is based about what I need. The Range Rover is based about what I need for CAS. And the thing with the Range Rover, on a motorway, cruising along at 70 mile an hour at motorway speeds comfortably in that, I get better fuel consumption in that than I do off the pickup. And small engines work harder. So if you've got a small engine, it's running at higher revs, it's working harder, it's wearing quicker. Okay, that old Range Rover of mine at 70 mile an hour, she's only running about 1800 revs 800 revs on the pickup. She's running about 1400 revs. She's literally just not much above tick over.
Bill said about getting electric on. Do you know what, Bill? I would be petrified that the bloody thing would catch fire.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. There's nothing scarier. It's like when you're on a car ferry, especially, for example, the one that goes over to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
And you notice that you've got an electric car on there. And you think,
Yeah, you're not naughty, Simon. Don't worry about it.
No, he said Benny.
Benny. Oh,
Benny Norton,
yeah. It's right, Benny. So this is my cocktail. I've just invented it. Okay. So it's a good, healthy shot of Jack Daniels mixed with Mountain Dew Citrus Burst.
Yeah,
don't knock it till you've tried it.
Mike, there's quite a few people that state that they put up things like that on YouTube or just Facebook. They said, you know, I saw this really strange thing in the sky. It's like this big ball of light. I don't know what it is. You know, should I be scared? And yeah, it's the sun.
I had a lovely moment. Actually, when I was coming back down, just as I got to, it was a weird thing. There's a boundary. Now, I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm not saying it's a flat Earth. We're all living under a dome, but there is some sort of wall, right, on the Scottish-English border, because I pulled into the first services, Tooting Hill, after I crossed the English border, and I literally went from snow to nothing, clear, absolutely clear, green fields, clear road. Pulled into the services there, and there are clumps of snow dropping off of the pickup. Went in, got myself sorted, topped off the fuel for the return journey. Spoke to the ladies in there, and she was like, "All right, how you doing? Where you been?" I was like, "Oh, Glencoe, and now a hell of a drive back through the snow." "What snow?" "We haven't seen any snow. There's not been any snow." And I looked up at the sky, and the sky was blue. I was like, 5 minutes ago, I was under a big grey cloud and there was white stuff dropping out of it. And all of a sudden, so I am convinced there is some sort of wall across there.
Yeah, I think Simon, you worked out the other day was 40, it must be about 47, 48 days now of rain.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see pictures of some of the places around the country. It's
flooding.
Terrible. The fields are just like a massive lakes, but what you can see is the little tops of the hedgerow and the fences and that.
The flooding is absolutely terrible.
You've got to think is where are these farmers putting their animals?
It is,
you know, the cows and the sheep and
it's all been hushed up as well. It is very much hushed up. They are doing their damnedest not to talk about it, because it will show up the infrastructure is broken, severely broken, even down to managing ditches, waterways, keeping them clear and things like that.
Because we all know in a month's time they'll be going, "Oh, it's got a hosepipe ban because you've got no water."
You're not seeing any of it on the news, apart from the odd occasion when something really spectacular happens that they can't sort of hush up, deny. But I've just driven the length and breadth of the country, and in some places on the motorway, I'm looking out and all I can see is flooded fields as far as my eyes can see. Every river I've seen in the last 40 hours has been, well, pretty much, I wouldn't want to be near it. They've all been flowing very, very quickly, hugely swollen, a lot of force.
A lot of cliffs are giving in. There's someone took a load of photographs on the Jurassic Coast, which probably that would be around Dorset, wouldn't it? Yeah. And the actual big cracks, and they're going into the fields, taking the fences down with them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When I drove up to Scotland, when I drove up to Glencoe, it was a beautifully crisp, clear, sunny winter's day. Absolutely. I've got some footage of Rannoch Moor, which is going to go on the video, just after the sun come up in the morning. I actually got to a point where I just went, I've got to pull over and film this. Snow on the peaks, the colours were fantastic, the light was beautiful. So I've got that. So again, that will be out in the video.
I want to stop, when we go up there next, I want to stop going up towards Loch Lomond, because they've got lots of water up there, and you get these amazing reflections. So you sort of get the mountains and the trees, but they're reflected in the water.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want some of those.
You like your reflection shots, don't you?
I like things in nature. I like standing under trees and looking up and taking photographs of the canopy above me and the colours and like rock formations and you know, in rock pools and things like that. It's
You've done some good ones over
textures,
the years, waterfalls and things over the years.
I've got some of the Trossachs. I took some of the Trossachs, some in some in Norway, St Nexus Glen. And that, I do like water. But the little devils are off this week. Well, down here they are. The kids are off school. So
the little devils, the little minxes. Yes. So what else can we get on? Excuse me, I'm not prepared tonight at all for obvious reasons. So what we got coming up videos wise? Well, car survival camp, I can cross out now. I was thinking Tor or Dartmoor. That's a video to be done. Old cloth versus new cloth, right? Tarps, canopies, and clothing. That's a video I'd like to do. And yeah, and a bit more sort of daily gear, kit, things we carry, items that are a little bit strange, a little bit wonderful. Not everybody carries things people might not have thought about. I was really pleased. I put up that short, sort of duct tape and a monocular, and the amount of people that come back to me and said, I've never really thought about that. You're right. A little roll of duct tape and a simple monocular.
The other day mentioned about candle wicks. So I've actually ordered some candle wicks to put away in the go box.
Yeah, she's got some candle wicks coming. They're green. Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grump. For those of you that are British from a certain generation, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Or was that Trumpton?
John's got the great granddaughter Piper this weekend. Yeah, they get through that stuff. That they on kids they go through these like stages that they get really it's the screaming ones. That's what I my ears go.
Right, that was another thing I tested out last night, and I found it's a fallacy. People say that if you shout in the snow, it muffles it.
Trussets in the bottle opener. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so I learned something whilst I was away. I had a meal, and it was a meal to die for. It was goddamn gorgeous. But I tried something new to me. Now, I've had haggis plenty of times, and I love haggis.
Yeah, Trumpton.
But on the menu,
I love haggis.
Was haggis bonbons. Well, we all know which part of the animal the bonbon is, but it came as 3. And it was only chatting to Kitten.
You got a spare?
Oh, no. The Kitten, being Scottish, pointed out haggis have 3 legs. They also have 3 testicles. So, waste not, want not. If you're going to give them the op, you might
get all the testicles. I mean, underbreed.
Oh, no, these are domesticated ones. These are farmed, organically farmed haggis, as opposed to the wild haggis, which it's actually, the numbers are depleting, so they're going to make it illegal to hunt them except for 2 days.
There is so many different sorts of haggis. I follow the haggis. Yes, there is certain different ones.
You're only going to be able to haggis.
You got your moorland haggis. You got your mountain haggis. Yeah.
You're going to be able to hunt haggis 2 days of the year, and then you will have to be able to have a document that certifies that you are generally 100% an indigenous Scotsman. That's to stop foreigners coming over lots of money, slaughtering trophy haggises.
Cumbria, and we had the best haggis. Where was that little chip shop? But it was in.
Oh, that was Dumfries, wasn't that?
No. Wasn't a Fort Winner, it was something like that. Something its name similar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's always a little shop, and it was fish and chips. And you walked in, it was like a normal little shop. We had fish and chip counter there as well. But we had some in Cumbria as well. We had the haggis and the black pudding as well.
Kitten says there's actually a glut of 3 bald haggis at the moment.
So there for look.
Well, if you can send me down some more bonbons, I'll be more than happy. Absolutely delicious.
So do they get picked on by the ones that have got the 2 that are okay?
I think they intimidate the ones with 2.
Or do they get put on a special little island in the middle of a loch?
I think what's been seen happening is that the 3 bald haggis has a habit of going up to the 2 bald haggis and going like that, and they find it a bit intimidating because it's a threat posture with the tag.
I think it might have been Fort Augustus.
Yeah,
that's the one we saw that person getting. Well, the car pulled up and the lady got out the car, and she was actually using other people's cars to get into the Tesco's because she was absolutely off her face.
Hammered, wasn't
she? Absolutely hammered, yeah.
3 nostrils also.
Haggis nose.
I've never had a haggis nose. I've had pig's nose. I've had cow's nose. Yeah, I've never had. Okay, I'll give it a go. I'll try it. I'll try anything once.
I noticed there have a lot of trotters around here lately. There's Morrison's, a lot of trotters.
Bit of a delicacy, that one, isn't it?
Not
Again,
for me,
cheap
thank
cuts.
you.
Cheap cuts. It was simple protein on
Yeah,
the
it's
table.
like when we
wasn't
get
it?
the beef box on Friday, they got they'll have skirt in there, and what's the other one? Skirt and
You got pretty much every cut from
Yeah,
half the cow. haven't you?
yeah.
It's,
And then next month we've got half a sheep coming.
Mac had a pet 4-balled haggis that lived to 103. Hey, both sit down. How you doing, mate? 3 trotters. Yard of meat. Well, it's 3 feet. Oh, nicely
3
done,
feet,
sir.
yeah, very
Nicely
good.
done. Yeah, bringing in some traditional imperial measurements. I like to see it, sir.
Live to
Pounds, feet, inches, and yards. Yes, that's what the empire was built on. That and trotters. Yes. Nothing like a trotter for the working man.
Yeah, poor. I feel bad. We're talking about all this rain we're having, and poor Mac has got that horrendous leak in his flat, and he's on the top floor flat, and then yeah.
Again, it was just a puppy. Died young.
It was like the
Do they? Well, I mean, when they actually get ancient,
it's like
they,
lobster, isn't it? They
Yeah.
live for 200 odd years, and the only reason why they actually finally die is the fact that it takes so much energy for them to shed their shells that they.
That's the other mystery with haggis, isn't it? You never find a dead haggis. I mean, is it
No.
like gorillas? Do they go off and make a nest and
They
seclude
pick them up and
themselves?
they move them.
Or do the other haggai devour it? Or...
No, they have a little pyre on top of the mountain.
So
what you think is like sort of snow or something wafting? It's not. It's a haggai.
Spirit of the haggai.
The haggai pyre.
I was. Yeah, and this is a bushcraft moment for you. While sitting there in a blizzard at the top of Rannoch Moor, I thought to myself, I'd like to see somebody do bow drill in this one.
Can you imagine every time you put your Tinder down?
And you never see baby pigeons there. That makes you wonder. Oh, yeah.
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 It's the same thing as you never see baby lobster, do you? Never. And shrimp don't matter.
Max still got the haggis he was given at birth. Bonded to him. We'll follow him to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, and then he's got to pass it on.
Yeah.
Florence has got to look after it.
Any time he finds himself in danger, the haggis is there.
Yeah.
You know, like a loyal.
Did that little fur go?
A haggai horde is a group of haggis. Haggai horde. So
start singing that song, My Sweet Horde.
Yeah.
My Sweet Horde.
Anybody out there joining us for the very first time? This is sort of silliness that goes on a Sunday night. You're more than welcome to join in with any ideas, thoughts. Or
No hallucinogenics were taken
have-
at all.
If you have a serious question or even a joke or a funny giggle that you would like to throw it up.
John says the haggis has saved his life on several occasions, and Max says he keeps it in the freezer. He doesn't like the rain.
I've just got his mental impression now of every time he opens the door, the haggis is like,
It'd be
"Hello,
like
Dad."
that advert of only people in the UK remember this, when you used to, the Birds advert, you used to open the freezer door, and there's a polar bear, and it goes, "All right, Julie, are you having fish fingers tonight?"
That'll be no haggis. Yeah, it's a wonderful animal. It tastes absolutely delicious.
So where's it going in the summer?
Long live the haggis.
Yeah.
They hide in freezers or caves.
Not rain.
Yes. Yeah.
Do they get ticks? Ticks or fleas?
Oh, yeah, I expect there's lots of grooming has to be done to take care of them. I had somebody actually say to me today that one of the reasons they didn't like going into the woods in the dark was whenever they shone their torch around, there was all these eyes staring at them. And I said, well, put yourself in the place of all those eyes. Deer, foxes, bunny rabbits, mice, squirrels, rats, you name it. That
Fine
probably
wines.
in their woods where normally they're alone at night. And they're all sitting there chewing the cud, doing what they do. But they're like, there's a human over there. It can't see us, but I'm keeping my eyes on it. So it goes back to that old thing. When you're in the dark, there is nothing in the dark that isn't in there during the day. Okay? And they're probably a damn sight more scared of you than you are of them.
Yeah, and when you're in the woods, don't go cutting branches above your head because you're more than likely to get hit upon by falling pheasants. They're roosting up there.
Yeah.
Because pheasants do like to roost in trees.
Yeah. And remember, if you need to assist a pheasant from its roost, I recommend a catapult and a mini wheel nut. Works
Or
really,
a pokey
really well.
stick.
Or a pokey stick, yeah. Yeah.
So Kitten says they make great companions if they didn't talk in Gaelic, smoke and swear like troopers.
Mikey, question. 3 days, no power, water.
Weather hit and miss expand.
Hit and miss expand. 3 days, no power, water. If you weather hit and miss. Yeah, do a video on that. I mean, the 3 days with no power and no water. Well,
it's happening again down in Cornwall. There's hundreds of houses that are out.
At the end of the day, the secret to getting by for 3 days with no power and no water is to have your alternative sources, isn't it? So at the end of the day, water, you can purify water. You can sterilise water. Okay. This is one of those. I use the term purify because for years it was purifying water. You can't actually purify water. You can sterilise water. Right, so you're sterilising, taking the pathogens and the dodgy things out of it so that it's safe to drink. Okay, if you had pure water, you probably wouldn't want to drink it anyhow. It's just H2O. So yeah, you don't purify, you sterilise. So sterilisation systems, rig a filter, own a filter, boil it, chemically treat it, whatever you're going to do. Power isn't an issue, okay? We spend more of our life with no power than we actually do with power. If you think about it, in your average day, how many times do you actually doing something where you need power? When people always come back to me and say, oh yeah, but at work I work with computers or machinery. You go, yeah, but how do you get to work? Do you walk? Do you get the bus? You might even travel in a car, okay? But you're not reliant on that power, the light sources and so on. You sleep on average, or the average person should sleep between a quarter and a third of the day. So no power required there at all. You don't require power to walk. You don't require power to use these. And our ancestors, their power consisted of a candle. So really, truthfully, I don't. Power is a luxury. Electricity is a luxury. My computer is a luxury. The TV is a luxury. The light bulb in the ceiling is a luxury. It's not a necessity. Okay, you can exist without it. And sometimes we do a little drill here where we will just shut everything down. I mean, obviously we leave the freezer connected and things like that, but we will just shut it all down. Play Scrabble. Read a book. In fact, we usually play Scrabble. We have some great Scrabble games, don't we? Right. Kaz literally helped me with my spelling, learning to read and write by engaging me with Scrabble and things like that, which was a bit difficult in the beginning because I would have to sit there and go, I think I've got a word. Could you tell me how to spell it?
So we've got a little book. And I go, if it's not in the book, you can't have it.
Got me a book. And progress from there.
Right. Kitten says you didn't say that at 2 o'clock this morning. And John says, Mickey, you care to test that out? If they're all scared of you, his theory is the gate is at the lake with him. You see, he'll get you a good spot next to him next time.
Okay, no.
Yes. If it's cold in your area, you could store food on the balcony outside.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, it's a lot of the time when we talk about modern survival, the answer is your grandparents, your great grandparents, their grandparents. Okay, it's all there in history for us. It's there. We didn't get to where we are today using the facilities we've got now. We got here today because our ancestors learned older skills. They learned how to store the meat in the winter, use the cold, store it in the summer. You smoke it, you dry it, you preserve it, you can it, whatever you needed to do. And in a lot of societies today, people are still canning. They are still smoking. They're still dehydrating.
Hi, Rusty.
Because it is just good, simple technology that works and doesn't require modern appliances. The problem is modern appliances are simple, they're easy. They also help to control people. Okay, this is just it's a bit conspiracy, and I don't do politics, but it's a great way of controlling people is make them reliant on something. So we become in the modern world reliant on electricity.
Mike was saying that when they defrost their fridge out, they put everything out on the balcony.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Got a new one in. Rusty's just come in. Yeah, exactly, John. What we grandpa's parents call a regular Tuesday. What we call survival.
Yeah. It's exactly what. Yeah, the answers are there for us all. It is all in history. Okay, and that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
The luxuries and that we've got today aren't necessities, although various organisations and governmental bodies try and make us believe they are a necessity, but they're not. You can survive without them.
Oh, it's Mike. You're calling again is a different one. Yeah, I believe I got the new fridge and the freezer I got. That we got them. I believe that they last 48 hours before they start to defrost.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought if I got one that lasted a little bit longer. You're right there, Will.
And he said the technology of the modern world, don't get me wrong, it is a wonderful thing. I love my computer. I'm not particularly good with it, but I do love my computer.
It's EDC. Yeah, it's EDC.
EDC.
Yeah, should have got that. Rusty Recon. Yeah.
Hello, mate. Hope you're good.
Well, we've done that before. Now left milk, and we put it in sort of water into the sink. But if it's cold enough outside, I mean, a lot of it's even at 0 degrees. It's a lot colder than a broken fridge.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, you can adapt and diversify. And again, it's practical thought, isn't it? If power went out tomorrow, the freezer's going to stay shut.
Oh no! Sending love and healing light there to you, Mike. You've got bronchitis.
Oh, mate. Oh, that's horrible. So you look after yourself. Honestly, Mike, look after yourself. Bronchitis can progress. Nasty chest infection. And so basically, if you get any difficulty breathing, get on to emergency services, won't you, mate? Watch it doesn't develop into pleurisy or
Mike, he's got some more. You got some videos to do. It's probably been next week now, won't it? Of the snow that
I'm flat out this week, and I have to be fair to other YouTube channels, don't I? Because they're out there in the snow. Let them get their videos out of the way. I don't want to take all the glory from them. Mick's getting a bit arrogant in his old age. No.
Mick's got his Mitsubishi, and Kent Survival's just bought himself a Mitsubishi, hasn't he?
Oh, hasn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
He's not got our one. He's got the smaller, but it's got a longer bed. I believe he wants to make a camper out of that one.
Yeah. I mean, it's a survival situation, isn't it? Crawling into the camper that you built, or the
Everyone is shocked when they see the
£1,000
I mean,
inflatable tent.
you could put on the pull out of the back of our of the pickup.
Yeah, I've got a pull-out tray in the back of my pickup. That's one of the things I invested in for myself. So, being an older fella, being a little bit stiff and a little bit old, and that I didn't want to have to climb into the bed of the pickup every time I wanted to haul something out. So I got myself a little slide-out tray for it.
It's not little; it's the length of the back, isn't it?
Yeah. Keep on the insulation. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
2 days. 2 days. I mean, so
what
power goes out. Leave your freezer shut. Only take out what you need when you need it, and it is literally our freezer's planned. So we know that draws meat, that draws veg, that draws other. So I can literally go. I need some peas. Open, take the peas out, shut the door. Right. So keep that cold air trapped. Fridge, or if your fridge is going to warm up faster, but the knack is there, start filling containers with water. Okay, start creating cold areas, start creating chill places. One of the best places to find cold water in your house, even in the middle of summer, is in your system, especially if you've got a China system. Okay, so things in sealed bags and that will stay cool in there. You can put your milk in it. It's only clean water. It comes straight up from your pipes. I mean, you take it here, our pipes are subterranean. They run underneath the concrete slabs that these houses are built on for hundreds and hundreds of meters. It's cold. Even in the summer, it is bitterly cold. So
what we've got, especially downstairs in the dining room, we've got the thermal backed blackout curtains, but we've also got the ones that you put onto the window itself. It's like Velcro around the edge of the window, and it sticks onto the window, and it keeps the cold air out but lets the heat.
Yeah, so it's basically
and it's on the back door as well.
Very similar to a cheap tarp, but it's matte black one side, silver the other. So in the summer, you put the silver side out facing the outside, so it reflects heat away, and in the winter, you turn it round so it reflects heat inside, and you've got the matte on the outside.
But they're not like top because they're actually like quilted material, but we've got one on the back door as well, so it stops all the drafts coming through.
Yeah.
So there,
and they work very, very well. That's it. Cut the drafts out. I mean, it's
oh dear.
And again, things that we haven't thought about for years. So things that you do as a standard, but you don't realise that not a lot of people know. So you've got water in your car in the winter. You're carrying water like I've just done. So I had the water in the bed of the vehicle rather than in the cab. In the bed, you say, Mickey, it will freeze. So I keep about at the top, I would say, just under a quarter has an air pocket in it. Okay. And what I do when I store it upside down. Okay. It gives an expansion area. But the other thing is, that is a larger area. The fluid dynamic means that stays warmer longer. It doesn't freeze up so quickly. And if it's going to be really, really bad, what I quite often do is I will compress it down like that and then store it like that. So as that forms ice and expands, it's got something to expand into. And I've never broken a bottle of water inside a car in the winter.
It also means that the liquid's down the bottom end as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Is even if it does freeze, it freezes on the surface. So I can still gain the liquid from the open end. But again, it's something you do as a standard, and then you don't realise till you say, I saw it on somebody else's video, and I was like, yeah, but everybody does that. Everybody was taught that as a kid. And then you're like, maybe they're not.
Nope.
You know, it's just quite often things that we do as a standard, other people are suddenly amazed by. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that, kitten. When I got into my sleeping bag last night, I had one of those Buxton bottles topped off with hot water, And again, on the journey home, every time I stopped, and you'll see it on the video, I make a brew. The hot water that's left in my brew bottle goes into the Buxton bottle, gets screwed up, and it gets chucked in the back of the vehicle. So I've always got a warm bottle of water in the vehicle. If I suddenly find myself, as I did when I did the short, I got out, cleared the lights off, got back in and went, hands. Got the warm bottle, wrapped my hands around a warm bottle for a couple of minutes. I was like, oh, that's better. Warm my hands up a bit quicker. So again, it's just that little bit of thought about.
You put your hand warmers in your sleeping bag, didn't you?
Yeah, what you can do to keep yourself warm, toasty, and comfy. And on Amazon at the moment, 80 hand warmers. Yeah, box of hand warmers. I've tried them out. I can recommend it. It's well worth having.
I'm gonna have to move in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, John. It's quite often it's the simple things that you were taught or were taught by our parents and our grandparents that become our standard operating procedure. And then somebody who's never experienced that situation or never been shown that, it's a wonderful learning curve, and there is no mystery to it. All survival is knowledge, and it's applying that knowledge. Like I say, we've often sit there and say about bow drill, great technique, wonderful skill to learn, and all the rest of it. Would it have done me this weekend? Oh no. The wind was too high. It was too cold, too much damp. It wouldn't have worked for me up there at all. And trying to find the resources in the drifts would have been impossible. What did I take in the winter? What do I carry in the car? Gas. All right. MSR, cold weather gas, absolutely brilliant. Boils the water super fast, makes me a brew, put it into whatever I need. Lavu, how you doing, mate? Yeah. Hand warmers in a sleeping bag. The only thing I will say about hand warmers in a sleeping bag is at one point I rolled over and I got a hot hand warmer on my bare bum, and that was just a little bit.
That's more information than they needed.
Yeah, that was a little bit. Oh, that's nice and warm. No, that's too bloody hot.
Right, I'm gonna have to move on.
But again, it's about sharing, isn't it? So quite often, we share these little things. Don't think any piece of knowledge you've got is too basic to share. There will be somebody out there that will go, oh, I wish I'd known that 20 years ago.
Right, you lovely people. I'm going to have to shoot off for a second. So take it easy and speak to you all soon.
Right, I'll be down in a bit. I'm not going to go full, and I will give you a heads up, guys. I'm not going to go the full 2 hours tonight because I am starting to get a bit bleary-eyed, and I think they're a bit bloodshot as well. I'm going to be getting an early night tonight, and the video this week will be will be probably a 3-minute or a 5-minute video. I've got so much on. And then when I come back next week, I will sit down and I promise you all, I will start producing the epic from this adventure. And we'll have a good video out of that. Hopefully get shared ghost stories. Oh, don't. So, I had a spooky experience. Now, first of all, don't let this detract from where I was staying, because that mini pod I stayed in was brilliant. It was absolutely perfect for anybody that's looking at hiking, camping, just getting away for a day or two or even a week and wants a base somewhere up in the Scottish Hills. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's the first time I've used a pod, and I was like, well, the simple fact that I can lock all my kit away securely and clear off to the pub. The fact that I could come back and just crash out, absolutely spot on. It's exactly what I needed. Perfect. However, I kept getting the feeling that somebody was looking at me, and I can't say I saw anything, but kept that corner of your eye thing, like. And at one point, I thought it was maybe somebody was looking through the window in at me, because there's a window at each end of the pod. And so I shut the curtains. You know what? It was still there. It was still. I'd be making a cup of tea, and I'd be like, "There's nobody there." Um, when I crashed out last night, I kept hearing on the side of the pod, and I thought for initially, I thought, "Oh, Ken, you stinker! That's you, bugger!" And I went out and had a look around the pod. Nothing. The pod is a metal skin, and it's all one unit. It's solid. I went round it. I checked every panel. Nothing rattling in the wind. Looked for cables, branches, anything that could be tapping against it. Couldn't find a damn thing. Right, and didn't hear anything outside. Go back in the pod. A couple of minutes later. Now that's not a natural rap. It is exactly that, but it's not a natural rap, is it? It's not that rhythm is not something that occurs naturally. A constant tapping or scraping I can live with. Did it freak me out and scare me? No, because that sort of thing doesn't really bother me. I normally put it down to either somebody's having a practical joke, or if there's, I mean, I'm not saying I believe in ghosts. I'm not saying I don't. I keep an open mind on that sort of thing because I've seen enough weird shit in my life to know that there's things we don't understand. But yeah, that just kept occurring. So maybe there's something there. Maybe not. The only thing I do know is, apart from people saying that they were extremely scared and hurt themselves because they're frightened and running away, I don't think anybody's ever really been genuinely attacked or harmed. So I tend not to worry about it too much, or at least I've never been attacked and harmed. So, as Max saying, he always gets a bad feeling around running. Yeah, yeah. It was a weird feeling. Weird feeling. Funny enough, though, up on the moor itself in the snow, I wasn't really bothered by it because there at no point did I suddenly think to myself, "Crikey, you're miles from anywhere up here on your Todd." In actual fact, it was probably the opposite, where I was sitting there going, "Jeez, it's awesome! I'm miles from anywhere. Look at this snowstorm; it's absolutely brilliant, right?" And I've got all my gear here. I've got everything set up. I'm all kitted up. If the worst comes to the worst, I'm going to haul out the sleeping bag, get the check blanket, huddle myself into that, throw a couple of the hand warmers down at the foot end, and I'm just going to sit it out. It's yeah, yeah, and it just turned out I was staying there at the anniversary of the Glencoe massacre. Yes, of all things, eh? But there's far more on heaven and earth than we're supposed to understand. Uh, uh, yeah, Locktail, Lagan. Yeah. No, I thoroughly enjoyed my visit to Scotland. I always enjoy it. But I think if there's anybody that ever gets the opportunity to travel to Scotland that hasn't, go. Absolutely wonderful. And the people absolutely welcoming, fantastic. Although Kitten did take me into a pub last night that was jam packed full of some fairly sturdy looking chaps who were watching England playing Scotland in the rugby. Um, yeah, I did feel a little bit outnumbered, and I thought, whatever happens, don't cheer if we start winning. Just keep your mouth shut and keep yourself to yourself. But no, everybody was absolutely wonderful, fantastic place. Crannog. Yeah. So what's a crannog? Is that some sort of? Am I missing something there? Am I missing something? Yeah. So it was, yeah, what a wonderful trip. It was great fun. Oh, of course they are. It's just Yeah, if it had been football fans, it might have been a bit more extreme. Um, yeah, I never know who to cheer for, you know. So I'm not a football fan anyhow. Um, I've learned over the years keep my opinion about football to myself, especially when I'm around football fans or soccer fans because they get quite humpy. Um, but I do love a game of rugby. Yes, do love it. And I will say, well done, guys. Well done. It was a good game, from what I gather. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to find myself cheering. All right. So, yeah. Oh, there's a mission, isn't there? There's a mission. You have to go up and have a look at that. And again, ancient buildings. Look at the technology of our ancestors. They knew how to thrive and survive in difficult times. You know, homes built out over water mean that it's very hard for anybody to attack you from certain directions. Um, yeah, it's the way to do it. It's the way to do it. It also means you can stick a fishing rod out the window, Mac. Yeah, 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 yeah. Rugby's a good game. Good game. It's in fact, all team games are good. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is really. Any form of team game, apart from badminton pairs, that's just. I've been watching YouTube and that just looks violent to me because everybody just seems to be getting hit by the feathers. Oh, right, guys. It's 1:31 and I am now really starting to flag. I'm finding it difficult to keep my eyes open. So I am going to see about um, popping smoke. I'm going to call Endex and I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes to say good nights to one another. I've got the wobbles on. You know, you suddenly hit the wall and your body goes, "That's it, dude. You gotta find that pit." So yeah, that sounds like a plan. Might even join you. Might join you, kitten. Might grab Mac and come up. Go up. And we'll have a weekend camping up there. Stealth, have an excellent week. Andy B, you too, mate. You have a great week. John, yeah, hey, brilliant. Cheers, John. Thank you very much, mate. You have a great day. Lavu, take it easy, brother. Keep warm, keep dry, stay safe. I was thinking about you on my way back down. I bet it's bloody cold. Max, take it easy, brother. I hope things are sorting themselves out for you. I hope they're all going well and getting better. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Bill, you stay steady, brother. Yeah, be like the rock. You know, simple as that. Um, yeah, yeah, and Mac, brother, yeah, love you. You know that. Who else is on there? Oh, is there anybody? There's going to be loads of you I missed, and I do apologise. But Mike, yeah, night then, bro. Next week we'll be back to normal proceedings. I will be a bit more rested. We'll do 2 hours, and I'll have a think about it. Oh yeah, the green maggot time, and yeah, I'm going to do the full maggot. I'm going to go in the wrong way round. Yeah, I'm literally going to get. I still love maggot racing. It used to be great fun. For any of you that don't know what maggot racing is in the army, crawl into your sleeping bag the wrong way and then race your mate across the floor. It's all good fun. Hockey is another good game. It's another good sport. Teamwork. It can be difficult. It can be painful. It's but yeah, do like a good team game, especially when there's a little bit of shall we say, a little bit of energy, something you can get behind. Yeah, maybe that's something I might see about doing as I get a little bit older. Is starting up a geriatric league. Kitten, Paula, thank you so much for hosting me this weekend. It was great. It was absolutely fantastic, and it all worked out brilliantly. So I hope you guys have a safe trip home tomorrow. Hope the weather's good for you. I hope it all clears up and you get a decent run across the hills and that, and get home safely. Yeah, and all the best and all that. I'm waffling now, aren't I? Tell I'm knackered. Army hockey. Owen, yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you for all the support this weekend. Being there on the other end of the phone. Yeah, a real pleasure to have you along. Nice to know, you were there when I, if or as and when I needed it. Yeah. All right, Mickles is definitely, that's it. End X, End X, End X. Could all units return to base? Alpha out. All right, this is Mickey. I'm going to go. I'm just so looking for. My head's going out of the pillow. Dirty faces. Night, mate. My head's going to hit that pillow. It's going to be one of those nights tonight. Put my head on a pillow. The lights go out, and it's going to seem like they almost instantly come on, and I'll go, it's morning already. Never mind. Never mind. Anyhow, get outdoors. Have an adventure. Do something that maybe pushes you. And again, this pushed me, reminded me that I can still do the things I love doing. I can still get out and have an adventure, even if it's a bit crazy. All right, even if it's just for the hell of it. Doesn't always have to be a bushcraft camp with a bow drill underwater. Just do something and enjoy yourselves. Have an awesome week. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. And as always, may peace and light be upon you all. From me, Kaz, Mac, Willow, all you guys, to one another. Have an awesome one. This is Mickey. Mickey out.